frisky, and the way uptown was down at Murray Hill. Long before depraved Manhattan had been saved by Dr. Stratton, lived a lady by the name of Diamond Lil. I'll never forget when you laid on that golden swan bed. Men used to get weak and lose their head. But you never let one man worry your slumbers. You believed in the saying, there's safety in numbers. And into every woman's life, some man must fall.
When I was big-hearted, I had them all. I had Gus, a big man down in the Bowery section. He was the owner and boss of a low-down dive where murder and rape and white slavery thrived. In the back room of this joint, between many a song, I've seen many and many a good gal go wrong. One day into this joint came a Spanish madam. She was a louse. She wanted some gals to take down to her Brazilian house. With her was a guy she was keeping. He was handsome, warm, and dark. I could tell from the start he didn't love her. He was just a bum in his heart. Because when her back is turned, he gives me the glad eye. Then I gives him the high sign to come upstairs by and by. I've had all kinds of lovers, white, black, and yellow, and I thought I'd give him a try. I never had a Spanish guy, but I heard of Spanish fly.
But what about that Salvation Army man?
That
Salvation Army man who comes in here to save your soul.
That Salvation Army man that comes in here to save my soul, so my eye. They said over at the mission that he'd make a saint of Diamond Lil, but they didn't say when I looked at him I gave his tambourine a thrill. Well, I goes upstairs to my room and the Spanish guy is there. And he kisses me on the hand, an old Spanish custom I understand. He kissed me all over and said, with you I would like to make some American sin. And to show me that he meant business, he gives me a great big diamond pin. Just then the Spanish dame comes in. She calls me names and acted kind of crude, and I didn't like her attitude. She said, you steal my lover, and he give you my diamond pin. I said, you can have your lousy lover, but try and get your pin. I was standing with my back to her in front of a looking glass when she ducks down into a stocking and she pulls out a knife like a flash. I turns around quickly and I grabs the knife, you see, because I wasn't going to let her stick that thing into me. We fought and we struggled, and finally she drops into a chair with a start, and I finds that I stuck that dagger right into her rotten heart. There's a knock on the door, and I can't get the body out of the place. So I takes her long black hair, and I combs it down over her face. It was Gus. He said, what's the matter, Lil? We're waiting for you to come down to sing. We got a big mob. I said, I'll be right down, Gus. Send up Spider Kelly. I want him to do a job. And Spider came up. I said, Spider, once you said you'd do anything for me, now get this body out of here. So he took it and threw it in the river under a Chinese hop joint run by Hung Lo Lee. And I lays down on my bed. When my window opened slowly and was standing out of my shed, on my shed was Chick Clark, my old lover. God, I thought I'd drop dead. I was once hot for Chick, but I cooled. I cast him aside with the rest. He gave me most of my diamonds. He was a crook and one of the best. He said, Lil, I broke through prison bars. I crawled through the mud and the mire. I had to have you, Lil. You're the only woman could satisfy my desire. Come to Paris with me. I said I ain't got the time. He said, what's the matter? Don't you love me anymore? I said, I changed my mind. Then he grabs me by the throat, and he meant to kill me dead. But I give him one of my movements, and he lays me on the bed instead. He kissed me, and he kissed me, and he acted so strong and brave. And he said, can't you see I'm your loving slave? There's a knock on the door. I said, that's the cops. You better go and hide. He said, I can't. I'd rather stay and die. So I shoves him out of the window, out onto the shed, because the cops were out to get him alive or dead. Then I goes downstairs to sing. Seen my Johnny here. He's my man, and I loves him so. But I ain't gonna tell you no stories, and I ain't gonna tell you no lies. I saw your man Johnny leave about an hour ago with that gal named Nellie Bly. He's your man, and he's doing you wrong. Frankie went round to that hop joint, brought along a great big 44. She went aside and there she spied her Johnny on the floor. Was a man, and he was doing me wrong. Turn me over, Frankie. Turn me over slow. Turn me over on my right side, Frankie. Why did you shoot so low?